Hello everybody, I thought we'd just have a quick look at some of the old wonderful Dinky Toys related to the Gerry Anderson programmes. So I'll try and go through the ones that I've got one by one in a series of small little videos. Now some of you I'm reading this or probably watching this will probably know an awful lot more about them than I will, so it's only going to be a very basic little quick look at them, and any problems I've made or mistakes, do please let me know. But nonetheless, right, let's start off with this one. This is from, as I'm sure you all know, Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, that wonderful puppet show from 1968. And this is the first of the Dinky Toys that was produced, the Spectrum Patrol car. Now, total confession, the box is not original, it's a reproduction one because I can't really afford a decent one because that would cost me an awful lot of money. But nonetheless, you get the idea anyway. So, yeah, see Dinky Toys, as you can see, this reproduction box, whoops, upside down. And they go with the jet engine sound, the Spectrum Patrol car. So, let's have a look at it. Here she is. Here she is. She, he. Now, it's very nice actually because it's this is a little bit worn, this one. The proportions are really good. It's very, very accurate reproduction. The original was designed by Mike Trim, who was worked for Derek Meddings and some of the later shows such as Scarlet and Joe 90. And if you have a look at the base here we go, look at Meccano, made in England, Spectrum Patrol car under license for Century 21 Toys Limited. This was first produced in 1968 during the showing of Captain Scarlet for the first time. It was one of the very first, the first Dinky Toy as far as I know that came out. There were 3 in total, as I'm sure most of you watching this are going to know: Spectrum Pursuit Vehicle and the Maximum Security Vehicle. It's got blue windows, this one, though there were a few variations here and there. And this is not the earliest one, but this is quite an early one. The earliest one's actually just here, and my thumb had a little intake that didn't appear on later versions. No idea why, but that's quite nice, isn't it? You see a nice detailed Spectrum badge there. White aerial and blue interior. It says, you can see on the box, there's a jet engine sound. Now what that really means is inside here, these back wheels, when you run it along the ground and push down, there's a little flywheel that creates like a friction and makes a sort of growling sound that comes out in this box inside. I'm just going to work on this, but let's give it a go. There you go. Sounds a little bit like it's revving up anyway. So that's quite nice. Now, this is second-hand one. Well, of course, second-hand. All second-hand. It's 50 flipping years old. But right, let's have a look. Now, this is the one that I had as a kid when I was about 5-6 years old. My parents got me this one, and again, it's a reproduction box. So they redid the boxes, but this is my actual car that I had as a very young lad, way back in the mid-70s. As you can see, it's bronze, unlike the actual one in the show. The bronze is not accurate, but it still looks quite nice. And as you can see, the Spectrum badge is a lot cruder. There's like a sticker that's put on than the original one. So if I get the original one and compare it, you can see the difference there. You see? So yeah, there it is. So again, apart from that, all very, very similar. I think the base plate's the same, if I recall. Yeah, that's Century 21 Productions, Meccano Limited, number 103, a white base. There were a few variations again with this one. I think if I remember right, there's actually an all blue one as well that was only very, very limited. I'm not sure it was even actually entered into circulation, but 1 or 2 versions have known to pop up. So yeah, it's nice, isn't it? The boxes can replace the old cardboard box like this was replaced by these. I prefer them anyway because they mean more nostalgic to me. It's these rather wonderful bubble top boxes. So again, this is a reproduction box because I can't afford an actual one. But nonetheless, here we are. So let's have a look. As you can see, Spectrum Patrol car. This is what you do. Or really it goes, but hey ho, we're not going to argue. So yeah, it's quite nice anyway. So yeah, it was started in 1968. This bronze one was the last version, and that was produced until the very last few in this version, which is actually rarer than the red one, 1975, and then production ceased completely. Although I think, if I recall, the Spectrum Pursuit vehicle did carry on quite a lot longer. Anyway, there you go. That's just a very, very quick look. And here are the two of them together for one last time. And the two separate boxes, you can see. So yeah, very nice. Well, they're very collectible these days, but then everything's to do with Dinky's collectible, isn't it? So much more robust and nice than a lot of stuff that you get today, but solid vehicles, solid stuff. So there we are. There's the Spectrum Patrol car, or Spectrum Saloon, also known as in some of the publicity, 1968 to 1975, with two versions. And there we go. Thanks for watching that.